Hey everyone, stick with the us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say good morning, say what up. We currently have the S&Ps up 59, Dow's up 566, Nasdaq up 145, 146. Just crazy price action, just kind of bouncing off here off of the lows. Yesterday, I mean, the S&P SPY hit 301. Didn't crack though. Didn't crack. It said, look, it looked death in the face and it said, "Not today, Satan," and it moved back up. Yo, Jeff. Hey, Keith, Future Habits, Ringy, Jack, Goldfish, Lion. How we doing this morning? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, just kind of crazy. SPY right now at 307. What was interesting to me yesterday? If you're looking at the 1 year chart right now on the S&Ps, right? It bounced right off of the 200 day. I mean, if we zoom in here, bounced right off. It dipped a little bit below, but it bounced back up, and here we are. Touched the 200 day, it bounced back up. So that's why, you know, for me, people are like, why didn't you short yesterday? Why didn't you go? I'm like, I just wanted to see. It's coming up on the 200 days, coming at the support. It bounced hard. Let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens. I'm glad I didn't do a whole lot of anything. Sure, on paper, yes, we did lose about $2,000. I did lose about $500 in realized actual losses. $2,000 yesterday was unrealized. So, you know, we're gonna fight back today. I didn't go short. I didn't put any positions on. I just kind of was just like kind of sitting, chilling, you know. What's the most you've lost by selling a call option too early? Well, what do you mean by like what's the most that I've lost? You're saying like lose on a, like, sell a losing position and then have it come like roaring back, or, you know, we'll see. Nick has ice running through his vein. I'm all blue, baby. I'm ready to get this green. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what the price action is today. Right now, I mean, Dow's up almost 600, but what did they take yesterday? I mean, that was down 1,800 points yesterday. So we're still not like back to where we were. But as you guys know, when it comes to being bearish or bullish, it stairs up, elevator down. I mean, that's just the way it is. All right, Jonathan. Yeah, let's look at KR. What's going on, JCam? Banking bounce. I mean, I think everything is bouncing right now. I think I was in the same boat, just not expecting much to the downside today. I actually didn't think, you know, one of the things was yesterday, why didn't I do a whole lot? And I was actually I thought we were going to get some pullback, right? I thought we were going to get some pullback, but I didn't think it was going to be like all in one day. I mean, that was crazy. Like, that was crazy. Like, no, we're going to go for it all. I thought maybe because volatility was kind of drying up a little bit. It was kind of going down. You know, VXX was hitting below 30s and VIX was, you know, so I was like, okay, maybe they're going to drop it, but it won't be as bad. But no, they went for your throat. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Well, I don't need to tell you how crazy it was because you guys all lived it. 33. Kroger. I mean, Kroger's just kind of slowly grinding up. I mean, it's a slow mover. I mean, buy down here, 32, 33, sell the pops. I mean, that's what happened yesterday. It's kind of coasting, 32, 33, popped up to almost 34, pop sold, reload. Pretty easy chart here, but the thing with Kroger, it looks like, you know, you have to be patient. And if I remember correctly, their option liquidity is not the greatest. Well, they got some decent open interest now. I don't know what volume is going to be on today, but they do have some decent open interest. So maybe things are turning around for Kroger's options. But yeah, I mean, it looks like you buy around 32, sell 33, 34. Rinse and repeat. All right, guys. If Boeing hits 230 today, drinks are on me. Okay, I claim that in the Discord. If Boeing goes to 230 today, it's currently 184. If it goes to 230 today, drinks are on me. I'm drinking some coffee right now, trying to get loaded up here. We got some wine. You did it after yesterday. Yo, what's going on, Ivan? If you're just joining, say what up. Tesla, yeah. So Tesla, I'm gonna be looking to sell some premiums in here to catch some trades here. I think Tesla. I mean, believe it or not, Tesla had some crazy bullish action on their call side yesterday. There was about 30 million in premiums bought yesterday on Tesla on the bullish side. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's it could pull down to 950. It did. It looked like it wanted to yesterday, but now I don't know. You know, up in here with Tesla, it gets a little. I mean, we're above resistance. It didn't. I mean, it sold off, right? It sold off pretty good, but it wasn't like really. It didn't really give up any gains. You know, it didn't really give up any gains. You're setting us up for failure. Hey, you know, maybe it'll work out. Maybe it'll work out, Mason. If Boeing goes to 230, we're not gonna be worried about a whole lot. You know. I'm just saying, Hank, if Boeing goes to 230, drinks are on me. Yeah, let's look at Nike here. Lost my mouse. Hold on. Oh, there we are. All right, Nike. We're at, man, that's a decent sized gap up, you know. Closed at 95, coming up at 98. These are some big moves for Nike. I don't necessarily like it like right in here, but if it bounces back up to 100, I mean, I don't like just to, like, if you're looking at SPY and comparing it to Nike, like, I would rather go long SPY than Nike right now. You know, kind of just dangling in here. It's currently at 98, so we're kind of up to the high side. So if it can stay above 98, you know, I think there's room for it to go to 101, 103 area. But if not, probably gonna get the flush somewhere down here around like the 92, 93 area is what I would think. Nick, can you please explain why Lulu is holding so high for missed earnings in some overpriced leggings? So Lululemon, I was gonna sell some premium in Lululemon and I did not. And you know, let me see if we could pull up Lulu's earnings here. And I was going to trade Lululemon earnings, but then since yesterday was such a bad day for me, I said I'm just gonna sit out. You know, I'm gonna chill. So Lululemon sales fall 17%. Okay, sales were down. They took a hit from coronavirus. Blah blah blah. June 10th said 295 of its 489 stores globally have reopened. About 50% of its stores in North America. So it didn't report same-store sales because of temporary store closures, so it would have been worse probably. But I know that they did get upgraded this morning as well. Online sales surged 125%. So yes, they're down 17%, but actually, you know, compared to most retailers though, 17% not that bad. I mean, other people like the Gap was like 43% and 50%, 60% for some of these retailers. 17%. I mean, to be honest, Mason, that's not bad for being closed and online sales boosting it. And then they got an upgrade today, which also helps it. So today, definitely could see some price action to the upside on Lululemon because we had a drop. People might want to pile in. However, like for me, I mean, looking at this, I mean, you would expect some pullback, but it hardly pulled back yesterday. I mean, yeah, it's at 298 right now, so it's gonna be right here. So is it going to rip down or rip up? I mean, right now it's a 50-50 chance. I mean, obviously people are going to be leaning to the bullish side with the upgrade, and people just want, and people that, like, if you were thinking about buying Lululemon, you missed this run. Those are the type of people that buy the pullback. So like, oh man, I missed the run. I need to get in. Oh yeah, it's below 300. This is my only chance now to get below 300. Let me get in. And that is kind of the thought process of some inexperienced traders. But it could be, I don't know. There could be a lot of things at play here. Some other like bigger players could be taking a very big sizable position. They might have picked up shares really cheap and they own a bigger percentage of Lululemon. There's a lot of things at play here. For the online sales, it just said that online sales surged 125%. That's all it said. They're not offering guidance either. So actually, I think out of all the retailers, they might be thinking that Lululemon is a retail safe haven, because we know all those, high school kids and college kids, they need the yoga pants. The parents are going to buy it for them. It's the coronavirus safe haven. Yoga pants are a coronavirus safe haven. That is all. But I mean, the thing is, if you have kids, like I have kids, I mean, if I don't know if I'm gonna be buying my daughter yoga pants, but I would prefer not to. I prefer not to, but I can't speak on her mother. Okay. However, I mean, nowadays most kids, they get what they want, man. They get what they want. So if Susie wants yoga pants and she's in the 6th grade, mom's gonna buy Susie yoga pants, and that's what it is. that is the where we live right now. People get what they want, and obviously, I mean, these things are really, really expensive, really expensive. They do have the ABC pants for men, but I haven't tried them on, because if I like them, I don't really want to pay for it. All my clothes I buy on sale. Most of it's from the Target section at Target. This one's from American Eagle. I got on a sale. This shirt here, but try to keep it simple. DKNG. So DKNG, it didn't really do a whole lot yesterday. Sure, end of day, everything sold off pretty hard. I mean, this was actually, DKNG was holding up relatively well. Dow's up over 600 now. It was holding up relatively well, right? And DKNG fell to 35 and now it's bouncing back. And looking at the 1-year chart here, closed at 36. I mean, I was kind of thinking that it was going to develop some sort of, move on up. When it was bouncing off 38 quite a few times, yes, it dipped down. It dipped down back in 35 bounce range previously. 35 down in here. It's bouncing back up. I mean, my long term, I don't know what DKNG is going to be next week, but my long term outlook, and this is not investment advice, take it at your own risk. This is for entertainment purposes only. I think that this is probably going to be like an $80 to $90 stock in a year or two. That's what my belief is. That's what my belief is. So, now would I buy calls for next week for $55? Definitely not. But that's just the 55 strike, but this is kind of what it is right now. So I'm actually looking at accumulating a position in DKNG right now down in here, and kind of let it ride out for a few years, Hey Nick, today futures are all up. What's the plan now? The plan right now is to get back my freaking money is the plan. So here's the situation right now. Yesterday I did cash out about $500 in realized losses. However, I was down $2,000 on the day. So my plan here, get back some of this. A lot of this, like Disney, not too worried. It's July expiration. DKNG, July expiration. Boeing, July expiration. So that is kind of where we're at right now. NKLA though, NKLA is today, so I got to figure this out. I was selling some premium. I was up on the position, soon to close it out, so that was my bad. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. We're getting some money back on SPX. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think that I don't know if we're gonna come out ahead 2K today, but that would be great if we did. I don't know what the market's going to do. All I know is what I can do. And today, my goal is to kind of relax, probably sell some premium in Tesla, sell some puts, see if the market's bouncing up. I mean, maybe at market open, there's just a huge flush. Maybe just go straight down and we're like, well, we never stood a chance. At least we had a gap up for it to flush. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Lulu's breaking my heart. You guys bullish? I mean, the thing is, I did for Lululemon, guys. I would never go bullish when it's that high, right? But what's been working out for me, like on Zoom, what did I do? Sold premiums. DocuSign, what did I do? Sell premium. Lululemon, probably could have sold premium. Like, let's look at what were premiums at. Man, Lululemon's 303. Man, should have sold some freaking premium in here. Up 157%. What was it on Tastyworks? I don't know if they updated it last night. Okay, here's a better look because I think this number is updated for what it is right now. Tastyworks doesn't update that quick until market open. 327%. I should have sold some premium. This would have been amazing. Premium seller would have been amazing, but is what it is. Expected move was $21. It's only down $5 right now. I mean, just come on. That for a premium seller, that's a home run. So what can you do? What can you do right now on stocks like this? Don't buy naked calls. Don't buy naked puts. Like if you're trying to go through earnings, just sell the premium. 327% implied volatility. Only move $5 right now. You're going to collect a whole bunch of money in premium. That's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing pretty much every single earnings in coronavirus safe stock. Zoom, DocuSign. Who else? There were some other ones too, but Robinhood investors, the wild card heroes of the market. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know things are getting bad when people that I haven't talked to for 5 years start calling me up and say, "Hey, Nick, how's this stock look?" I'm like, "Bro, I haven't talked to you 5 years, and all you want to talk about is the stock market. Like, what made you so? I know that you haven't been investing for the last 5 years. What made you so interested in the stock market? Oh, it's because it's all over the news, and people are claiming they're making thousands and millions of dollars in seconds, and you want to hop on in." I mean, even when I was getting my furnace fixed here, or my air conditioner fixed here a few weeks ago, the air conditioner guy was talking about, "Oh yeah, I bought DKNG down in the 20s, and that was the expensive one. I normally don't like to buy stocks over $2. I just put $100 here, $100 here. It looks like you got some things going on, but what you're doing, way too expensive for me." I'm like, "What are you saying, bro?" He's just going on and on and on. I'm like, if your heating and cooling guy is talking about stocks, I mean, we're probably in a bubble. Same with your Uber and Lyft driver, but nobody is taking Uber and Lyft right now. So it used to be, hey, if your Uber and Lyft drivers talking about the stock market, you're in trouble. Start shaving some off the top. Should have took that as a lesson, and here we are. We had a major dip. Yeah, Datadog did stay strong yesterday. Man, thank God today's Friday. That's all I have to say. Oh man, thank God today is Friday. But yeah, Datadog, no dip, Datadog. So I'm gonna be looking into Datadog a little bit more, adding that. So I've been since the market's been so rough. I've been primarily, especially during coronavirus, I've been making most of my money in Zoom, DocuSign, mostly like the coronavirus safe stocks. I don't know what Peloton's doing. I want to short Peloton. I don't think it should be up here, but it is. So it's been a no trade for me. It's been a no trade. It's like you think that it should be closer down to 35 area. It's at 45 and holding. And yesterday it held too. But all the coronavirus safe havens pumped at open. Peloton, Zoom. So be careful of these today because there might be rotation. People might be dumping these for going into other stocks. You know? You didn't miss live. We're live right now. Market's not even open. Pelosi husband sold millions of dollars in Apple and some other companies today. That's off. Well, Mason, hold on. Let me look this up here. He's not that smart. Let me just tell you. Hold on. Let me see if we can find it. Let me see if we can find it. Where is it? Okay, so I don't have time to find the actual article, and it's very interesting. This happened almost a year ago, okay? And but check this out. So here from Barron's, they have the article here. Paul Pelosi paid between, this is for Netflix. He had a terrible Netflix. He paid between $350,000, $750,000 for Netflix call options. He paid between $250,000, $500,000 on July 5th to buy shares of the streaming giant at $250 each. They expire on June 19th, 2020. Okay, which is just now coming up. On July 22nd, this is 2019, okay? They're talking about 2019. This is 2019. On July 22nd, 2019, Paul Pelosi paid between $100,000 and $250,000 for 30 more call options. Paul Pelosi then paid $500,000 to $1 million on July 22nd for 20 call option contracts to purchase Amazon. Okay? Let's see here. Man, they do not take good pictures. So they're not saying, because I remember reading this, they're not saying when he unloaded these, but I know it was all over there. I have to look this up. Look this up later. It was all over the internet that he bought these, and basically he sold them they basically went to zero, and he spent millions of dollars basically on the stock market, a lot of it on Netflix, and all of them went to zero. You know, I mean, it was just insane. So I don't want to waste you guys' time here because we're talking about the stock market, but you know, it is shady, Mason, but be mindful. He's not as smart as you think he is. This dude's a gambler. Okay, he's a gambler. He's just trying to get back what he lost. I doubt that homeboy's in the green. I doubt it. But hey, you send Nancy to work, gamble the millions in the stock market. What's not to like? What's not to like? You know. Send your wife to work. You talking about me? Hey man, if you guys got guilty consciences, that's not my fault. I mean, we have not yet. So let's talk about Disney. So Disney World's opening July 11th, and then I think later in July, Disneyland California is opening up. However, there's a petition right now that's signed by 10,000 people that don't want Disney to open because essentially they think it's going to be a health hazard in the community they live in, which is fair. I mean, do you want millions of people coming through your hometown from all over the world potentially sick and going to all your restaurants and going to all the places you go to and all the Walmarts and grocery stores and all that? So I get it. But Disney's probably going to say, F you, we got to open because we're bleeding like millions of dollars a day. So screw you. Pound sand, right? So, I mean, I think Disney, if you look here, a lot of these are bounce territory. I mean, I think this gap, they're trying to fill this gap here, might come back down to like the 112, 110 area before bouncing again. But, 115, 116 could get a big bounce. But once this thing catches momentum, one thing that we know about bulls, Robinhood traders, whoever you are, is if there's a major dip, people are going to be buying into that. So the stock market is no longer about company valuations, and honestly, it hasn't been about company valuations for about 10 years, right? Since 2008, 2010 area, when the Fed started intervening heavy, right? And then what happened when the Fed started to unwind the balance sheets, right? Complete and utter chaos. And here we are now. Fed's like, oh, we can't unwind the balance sheet. We just got to add more. And, we had Janet Yellen unwinding. Let me see if we can get the Fed balance sheet here. Right? We had Janet Yellen. If we go back last... Okay, so we had, it doesn't look good now because we're so off the map, but we had, you can see here, 2008, they had less than $1 trillion in assets, and then 2009, or at the end of 2008, so beginning at 2007, June 2008, 800 million, under $1 trillion, then they popped up to 2.2 trillion, and then it was just a steady climb. And if you match up the Fed balance sheet to what the market is doing, what was the market doing between like basically 2010 and 2015, right? It was going up. And then we had the election, 2016 election, but they started tapering it off. The Fed stopped pumping in 2015, tapered off. We were literally the same for like 3 years. And then Janet Yellen says, hey, we're going to stop. We're going to unwind. The Fed balance sheet's too large. We're going to start unwinding it. And what happened when we started to unwind the Fed balance sheet? The stock market went haywire, right? Stock market went down, a lot of volatility, and basically the Fed is the one that's basically lowering that volatility and creating a safe place for stocks. But, that's not good. Too much government control over free enterprise is not good, right? So we unwinded to 3.8 trillion, and now we said, hey, we're in turmoil. Now we're at all-time highs on the Fed balance sheet of over 7 trillion. So, and they said they're not going to stop. So what do you think's going to happen here, right? History tells us that the market's probably going to pump for the foreseeable future. I don't see how anyone with any brains is not buying miners at the moment. I agree with you, Hank. Buy precious metals. Okay, so we're making some money back here. We're still in the red on some of these positions, but we're not doing that bad. We're not doing that bad. So let's see what we can do here. Disney's dipping down a little bit. Spies dipping a little bit, but overall we're kind of chilling, right? So we're getting some money back. We're up. What are we up today? $500 or so. So let's see what we can do. See what we can do with that. Not enough, but we can make more. So let's see what we can do. SPY is bumping down a little bit. Bowie's up 15. Let's take a look at Lululemon. Let's see how much those premiums got crushed, huh? Man, 80% crush on the call side. 30 to 40% crush on the put side, even in the money. I definitely regret not selling premiums in Lululemon. I definitely regret that. But would have been easy. Would have been an easy win. It's all good. What did Adobe do? Adobe had earnings as well. So Adobe had earnings as well. Adobe ripped up all-time highs, 410. Touched it this morning. It's at 407. Crazy. So, just kind of checking things out here, seeing what it's gonna do. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a little pump. Lulu just dropped a bunch. S&P's just dropped 12 points or so. Okay. I got a Lulu too soon. Yeah, Daniel. They crushed those premiums hard, man. They crushed them. Sometimes like on a stock like Lululemon, like it pays just to wait the 5 minutes, because as you can see like Lululemon right here, not a lot of contracts were traded, so you want those kind of contracts to settle in a little bit. That premium is going to get crushed a little bit more. You know, there's on the 300 call, only 27 volume right now is really low, right? So even people closing their positions relatively low. So like I usually wait, like if I'm flat like this, I usually wait a few minutes because the premiums, like there's not a lot of contracts traded yet, so you got to wait for the premiums. You need some contracts to be traded a little bit for the market to be created, you know? Yeah, Daniel, you made 300. I mean, why would you care? I mean, that would have been a great win for me if I did it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Man. I think today's gonna be a crazy Friday. It could be a crazy day just to get some day trades. If you're scalping day of expiration today, you could probably get some really good pricing. Not that I advise that. It's a little bit risky. just so you know. It's a lot of bit risky. Man, SPX is up $75 right now. SPX up $75. All right, take care, Daniel. So we're making some money back slowly but surely here. Seeing what happens. Just kind of going up and down. Pricing's getting a little wild. As you can see here with SPX, pricing's getting a little wild. It's going up 200, down 200. Crazy. But yeah, I guess now we wait to see what happens, see where stocks are selling at. VX futures are down $4. VXX is down $3. VIX down $4. So gap down, VXX moving a little bit lower right now. Man, Amazon's just not quitting. What's Tesla up? Tesla up 980, so I'm going to look to sell some premium in there. Not up a lot. Not up that much, Tesla. Less than 1%. Thought it'd be up more. Let's see what Zoom is doing. Zoom, man, that popped up. DocuSign's popping up. Peloton's popping up. And Lululemon's just kind of holding the 300 area here. So not going bad. The Russell is up. Yes. Russell is up. So Carl, I do trade DPZ. However, their option pricing is a little bit rough for me. So I do trade DPZ, but mainly for earnings. I don't really trade them regularly because even today, like if you look at the stock market opened 6 minutes ago, zero volume on the puts, zero volume on the calls. There's 11 volume on the 390 calls for today. Bid and ask really wide. If we go out to the monthlies for next week, not much better. Only 20 puts. 20 puts traded so far. And I mean, if I can count how many were traded off the top of my head here really quick, I mean, under 50 on the call side is not good. It's not good. So that's one of the reasons why I stay away from. That's one of the reasons why I stay away from dominoes. Let's see if we can make some money here. All right, we're up on Grubhub. Let's see if we can trim some of this off here. Grubhub is pushing a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. I was trading Grubhub like the weeklies, and I don't like the price action like at all. Yeah, let's try to get out of these bad boys. Yeah, they do not want me to get out. Okay, so good news is made $75 on Grub. I am still, so I had the 60 calls. They were expiring today. Made $75 on them. Not amazing, but I'm still in the 65 calls for next week. And like I said, so now that I made this, I've been selling premium. I've been selling calls against this position. We've collected about 400. So this is kind of like a free play right now. So we're up on Grubhub right now. I could take the 260 out and then we just call it a day, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what today brings. If it can spike up a little bit more, like if this can spike up to like 65 area, I wouldn't mind selling some more calls against this position for next week. All right, today's looking a little bit better. I mean, not like amazing, but it's looking a little bit better. We're starting to get some money back. We're gonna start taking some profits in. We're gonna start moving and shaking the markets a little bit and see what we could do. See if I want to put a put spread on Tesla right in here. So I might want to. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla definitely looks like it wants to rip up. Could disappoint though, right? Let's see, could it rip to 1,000? Absolutely. Oh, let's see what it does. All right, we're gonna try to sell some premiums in Tesla. Sorry if I'm quiet here. I'm just trying to get my positions. It's just moving a little. It's moving a little fast, you know. All right. So I sold some premium in Tesla. There goes Grub. Man, my target on Grubhub was 64, and now it's moving. It's all right. We made $75 on there. I'm not gonna hate on it, but Hey, after yesterday, I am not being greedy. I am not being greedy. After yesterday, losing $2,000 on paper, like just chill, bro. You know what I mean? Just relax, relax. It's gonna be okay. Relax, relax. But yeah, the markets are moving up. The markets are moving up pretty good. Sitting in my hands, don't know what to do. Just relax. DKNG spiking up nice, so we're making some money there. Boeing spiking up, man. If Boeing hits like 230 today, do you guys think that there's going to be some sort of short squeeze today? Because I know people were like, for me yesterday, I was thinking to myself, this really feels like a trap, right? And maybe this is a dead cat bounce. Who knows? Who cares, right? The price is what the price is. But what I do know for a fact is people were loading in puts heavy, right? Tesla 10K. You think Boeing's going to fail at 200? Okay. All right, Grubhub's paying out today, guys. Grubhub is paying out. It's just pumping. See what next week calls are going for Grubhub here. The 70 calls for next week not expensive enough. We might have to go out if I'm interested, maybe going out to July. Doing some sort of spread. Maybe doing a July spread here. Maybe I should take my profits or close this trade out 65 because we it's only down 96 for the 65 calls, which is pretty good. That expires. Buy myself some more time. Push it out to July. Buy the 65 call, short the 75. Probably could get it for like $1. Let's see if this could spike up a little bit more. But yeah, I mean Grubhub. I mean, if the 65 calls come out profitable here, I mean Grubhub means it would pay me about $1,000 in the last 2 weeks. Pretty good. Not glamorous work, but it's repetitious. Yeah, gold is spiking. So one thing I'm looking at gold right here. 1750 area gold, 1750. We're at the top of the range. Is it going to bust through this time? And even if it goes up to 1780, 1790 area, I'm still going to be suspect. I need the 1800 area. I need it to clear. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Looks a little dangerous. Datadog. So yeah, Datadog. Man, Datadog hit 80. Hank, Carl, I'm gonna have to learn how Datadog trades a little bit because it's looking like it's the next hot stock here. I mean, it's looking like a winner. No pullbacks, just keeps going up. Crazy times we live in. You know, crazy freaking times we live in. No pullbacks, just keep going up. Just go up. That's all we want. Yeah, DKNG's at 38 again. Is it going to be pushing 40? Disney's at 116 right now. Woo. So I'm gonna see what I want to do here for Grub, kind of chill, and see what I do. Try to sell some premium today. Try to capture some premiums. Get some crush action going on. Anyone else has work? Did it bounce off 32? I haven't been eyeing it. Did it bounce off 30? No, it's still down here. It's chilling. Looks like it could, but I don't know. It's being a slow mover, but it could definitely. I mean, it looks like it wants to ramp up today, right? It definitely looks like it wants to ramp up. So I'm gonna jump off here. I'm going to refill my coffee. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.